Hey bro, drop my white monster. I told you to drop it. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Sorry, we're out at the range today to do this video. We're at Tex Shooting Club in Secunda. It is a bit windy, but hopefully the mic doesn't eliminate it out. But thanks so much for all the love and all the support and all the feedback on the previous video. I definitely took that feedback and I tried to put it into this one as well, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, sorry for taking a bit long. This thing had to be up by Thursday. But this has been a bit of a hectic week, but hopefully you guys just forgive me and just keep loving the videos. As you guys might know, choosing your first pistol in South Africa is a bit of a tricky one because of the licensing process and everything that it entails in South Africa. So it is a bit of a longer process. I mean, it took 6 months for me just to get this weapon. Just so everybody knows, this weapon is clear, chamber empty, hammer down. Weapon is clear, so don't stress about that because I had some feedback that people were scared that I'm going to shoot a hole in my wall. As you guys can see today, I want to be talking about the Canik Mete SFT Pro. Just a quick thank you to Omega Brokers. That's the channel sponsor, also today's sponsor for the video. Omega Brokers is a short-term insurance brokerage that covers everything from the car that I drove in here with, the firearms, and even my liability using the firearms and everything around you, even the camera that I'm filming this on. Thanks Omega Brokers for the sponsor, and let's continue with the video. So I choose this as my first pistol in South Africa because it's a bit of an all-rounder. I didn't want to wait and get my first carry pistol and then I couldn't compete to a high level as the other guys could compete. With this I can carry it every day and I can also compete with it. Put a MO1 mechanic red dot on it as well, and I haven't had any issues with that either. So let's just go into this pistol and everything and why I chose it. What was I gonna... So unlike the Norinco Type 56, I chose this pistol not for the price point, kind of for the price point at the time, but mostly for practicality. I wanted something that I could use every day, carry every day with me, that's reliable, and also something that I can go to my local matches and go and compete and have fun with it, and also tactical fitness style shooting. So that was a bit of a long search for me, but luckily not so far away. We have Wildman in Ermelo. Anyway, we have the Wildman there, and luckily they have an indoor range where I had the opportunity to shoot with different firearms, and that's why I came to Canik. They just felt the best in my hand, and I haven't looked back since. I mean, I shot with CZs, I shot with Glocks, I shot with Berettas, I shot with everything, and at the end of the day, I shot with the normal Canik SF, and that thing just felt amazing. So the other day I went to Spartan Arms in Johannesburg while my wife was doing her hair for the wedding way back when, and then I luckily had the opportunity to shoot with this beauty, not this one exactly, but this model, and the different trigger is just so flipping nice. So that was an easy choice for me. Like I said guys, I think the most important thing when choosing a pistol is you have to go and feel it out. Try and get someone, if you know somebody with a pistol, ask if you can just shoot a couple of rounds with it, just so you can get the feel. It's even better if you can do a couple of pistols in a day. The nice thing about the pistol shooting community is they'll take you in with open arms and love, and they'll support you, and everybody will try and get you into the sport. Whereas PRS and everything else is a bit more snobby, and the people are a lot more judgmental to your gear, where I just run budget stuff that I can afford, because this is just a hobby, and unless it gets to like personal protection, that's why I chose items that I know are reliable, that I can go out every day and I can defend myself and my family with it as well. And that's why I'm out here practicing as well, doing competitions, because then you can get used to using your firearm and everything about it. And when it comes to ammo type, I went with 9mm. It's much more affordable. It does the job just as well as anything else. You can carry a lot more ammo, and yeah, I can come to the range once again, practice, and my wife won't leave me when I get back home. Maybe, but as long as she doesn't find out. Let's just quickly talk about this firearm and what stood out to me about it. Firstly, as you can see, it's sexy as hell. It just has that tactical, sexy look to it. Everything about it just looks great. Secondly, and you cannot miss this on any Canik, is the trigger. This is a flat face trigger with the integrated safety. So as you can see, just a little take, and then you hit the wall, click, bang, reset, nice and crisp, quick reset, bang again. It's honestly it's really nice. Like I don't think you get anything stock out of when buying a firearm, getting a trigger like that just without upgrading anything. I don't think you're gonna get that anyway, especially Glocks. Glocks have terrible triggers. Fight me in the comments.
Kom dan vriend, kom nu! Kom nu! Ik sla je in de hele vandaag nog! Van de pannenkoek!
And then another thing about this, reliability. I haven't had one firearm failure, anything on this. I had 2 mag failures with this. I didn't insert it properly, but that's my error. I cannot blame the firearm for that. I just had to be a bit more aggressive on that. But that's how you get destroyed in the streets if you don't take precaution in making sure you hit that mag nice and hard. And even on ammo, I run Noble Tech cheap ammo, 115 grains, and that also runs really smooth through this gun. Honestly, obviously, if you go a bit heavier, it's going to be even more smooth, and you can enjoy it a bit more. But like I said, training, practice, I'm just gonna go cheap and just shoot a lot and get that practice in, so I can build my fundamentals. Also, like out of the 3 months I've had this, I've shot about 1,500 rounds out of this, so it's a lot more than I did with the Norinco, because pistols are a bit of a tougher skill to acquire. It's not as much support. Even when I dry fire at home, I mostly dry fire with the pistol, because like I said, you just need to get that trigger squeeze, everything nice and crisp, and once you get your fundamentals down, coming to the range is just a lot better, and you're going to have a lot more fun with that as well. Another thing about the Caniks, out of the box, they do come optics ready, so you don't have to go and cut the slide. I got this one. It comes with all of the plates that you might need to put any type of red dot on. With the red dot I bought, I got a couple of plates with that as well, so that helps a lot. And with the optics cut, it's a very modular weapon system. Like, I put the weapon light on as well, and I also put the extended mag well. I even carry it with the extended mag well because it just feels so much nicer in my hand with it on. And nice thing about it is, if you're wrong-handed, you can also just swap your mag release to the other side. It has ambidextrous slide releases as well, so it's a really good weapon. And I can also put a muzzle brake at the front also, or I can just put a silencer, because that's cool, and I'm definitely going to do that and carry a pistol with the silencer. And the nice thing about Canik in South Africa is they have a lot of local support. Like, you can go and check on Canik's website right now. You can find anything that you might need, replacement parts, magazines, holsters. They have a ton of support. They even do monthly giveaways, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I don't even think they know I exist, but I do support them and I do promote them without getting any recognition, and I'm totally fine with that, because like I said, it's a really good firearm and it's only been good to me, so I can be good to them. One of my biggest selling points on the Canik was everything you get in the box. You get a holster. You don't get this holster, unfortunately. You have to pay for this holster, but you get a holster in the box. I'll show it on the screen now. Holster in the box, tools, cleaning kit, everything that you might need. Everything is already packed in that box, so you can just go, got your license, pick up your firearm, put it in the holster, you can go home, no issues at all. And the most important thing to me was you get a little tool with it that's like a mini pistol, and it fits perfectly in my son's hand. So it's like a little gun for him, so we can both go. Once I'm cleaning my gun at home, he can be busy with his, and I just love that. It's really cute.
Kyk gou, daai is 'n natural grip. Hy's fucking dangerous. Hey.
So this pistol, once I bought it, it was about 14,500 rand. That's last year August, more or less. You can check on the website now, it went up by I think 3,000 rand. So even Canik realized this is a really good quality pistol, and they had to bump up that value because people are starting to recognize how good of a pistol it is. For me, guys, that's about it. You can get a ton of accessories in South Africa for everything Canik. I got this holster and my concealed carry one, this one, and even also this magazine pouch, concealed carry magazine pouch. I got them all from Highlander Holsters. They're based in Durban, so it's a local company, but there are other companies as well. If you want to go for Highlander Holsters, you can use my coupon code at the checkout. It's Conrad15. It'll appear on the screen right now, and you'll get 15% off your order. If I can give you guys one tip for people buying a firearm, like I said, go out, go and shoot with them, and once you get into that pistol space, you want to go and do competitions, there's going to be a lot of people giving you a lot of different advice, and don't just discard it. I know all the advice isn't going to be good advice, but take what you can, learn from it, and adapt to what works for you, because what works for that one isn't going to work for you. So remember, practice, and see what works for you, and that's the only way you're going to know if you're really happy with something. Because I bought this holster. Before, I had a different holster that didn't take the X300 spotlight, and it was terrible. No, I carried it for about 2.5 months. I didn't complain at all. I just had to make it a bit more comfortable to suit me. But this thing, I got it, I put it in, and
What do you mean by that?
it conceals better, and it feels so much more comfortable. I can sit with this all day and I forget it's there, where with the other one I had to scooch around a lot as well. So get the right holster, make sure you have something that works for you. I don't know what carry you guys want to do, 3 o'clock, 12, appendix, whatever. Find what works for you and just stick to it and practice with it. Go to the range, practice out of that drawer, taking a shit out of the way, and also practice at home with dry fire. Please, guys, when you're doing dry fire, remember to take out your mags and your ammo. Don't shoot a hole in your wall or your TV. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Next one's going to be a review on the AK's optic mount, because I have a ton of questions on that one. So I hope I can get that one out by next week, so you guys can check it out and see if you guys want to put that optic mount on your AK, because I'm really happy with it, but I'll leave that for next week. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you stay to the end, drop a comment on what was your first pistol, or what's going to be your first pistol, what you're looking at, and then I'll reply on what terrible advice I can give you towards that pistol. But okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.